Yo, there we are. I was trying to play music and stuff, but doesn't look like it is working. Hey, welcome. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes to get on here, and then we'll start talking about everything that is going on tonight. There's two people. These two people are so excited. We'll wait like 2 seconds, and we'll bring everybody on, and we will tell you about what's going on tonight. I'm gonna try to play some music today because I just be sitting down here and just giving y'all info, which is tight. I mean, that's tight, but I actually want to play, and I can play the T-Pain Pizzle pack and not get zapped on here on any of the things that we're on today, because we are on. Where's my notebook so I can see what we're on? We're on everything tonight. I'm on Callan, buddy. And so, yes, tonight we're on live YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Listen to my Twitch people, and I'll say this again in just a second. I haven't been on in a second. I know. I haven't been on Twitch in a second, but I'm on here now. I haven't been on here since Earhouse even first started. So we are on tonight. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can get some music played. Unsuccessful. It says that I'm out of range, and literally my Bluetooth is like right there. I'm looking at it. So thank you guys for joining us anyway tonight. I got some special guests, some special surprises coming in that I think you guys are going to be super excited about. If I can't get on my thing, I can't get on it. So looks like no music tonight. But so we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of things coming up. Hold on. Actually, you know what? I'm screwing up right now and not getting on Instagram Live on my phone, which is always a treat. We got to go story. Hold on. Then we go live, and then we go bang, checking connection, which I paid for Google Fiber, and it's still kind of slow, even because I'm in my basement. My studio's in the basement. This is the Earhouse. So we're going to give the people on Instagram just a second to get in. And yeah, we got about 115. A couple people get on. Get on here. Don't get on here and get off of here. Anyway, I'll talk to a couple folks while I'm out. There we go. Tim Hodges says, "What up, Cali baby? How you doing, bro? You're doing a song with my boy Demon Jones. Can't wait for that." How do you know, Tim Hodges? How do you know? I don't even know what you're talking about. Now, we've been broadcasting, and we'll talk about that. We're going to get to that in just a second, and who knows who might pop in. But yeah, we're live right now, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, guys. Thank you for joining us. If not, the people who are missing this will actually, we'll leave it up so they can see it after this. But things are super crazy right now. I know you guys have seen everything that I've been getting into since starting Earhouse, and things just keep coming down the pipeline for me. I hope you guys were able to see the trailer that I put up the other day, which is super exciting. Netflix finally, maybe I shouldn't say that, but I did the Transformers like a year ago. And a lot of times, I guess you guys might not know, but when you do stuff like that, when you do movies, cartoons, things like that, it takes them about a year to get it out there, let alone having COVID-19, you know what I'm saying, mess everything up, you know what I mean? Mama Bo, F04, I don't know if that's how you say it, said, "Whose house?" You already know, Earhouse. Thank you for that, baby. But things have been really crazy. If you didn't see, I put up the trailer for the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom, which everybody's been wondering who I played on there. I should have probably done a contest, but I did a lot. I'm going to be honest. I did a whole lot of voices on that thing. I did a whole lot of the grunts and groans of a lot of the characters. And it was, if you guys want to know, like, I know most of the guys on here, a lot of it do this like a dream to be a Transformer. It was a dream of mine to be a Transformer. I did fulfill that dream, but I'm gonna be honest, it was hard as hell. That mug ripped my throat out. It ripped my throat out for me to be going and doing all of these different noises and screaming and like it was super hard. The lines weren't as bad, except for the only thing about that is you have to act like somebody's there and they're not. So I have to act like when I'm like, "Snap betrayal, Megatron." When I have to talk like that, Megatron, of course, There's not a TV, there's not a screen, there's literally words like this. You're reading a booklet, and it's like, read this line, it's not betrayal Megatron. And then they're like, no, act like Megatron is standing right there. And there's literally like 8 dudes peeking through the glass like this at me. So it's like the weirdest thing ever. But we knocked it down. That comes out July 29th on Netflix. Make sure you catch that, Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom. Water Tribe Wesley finally caught the stream. Night shift here in the Netherlands, man. Love you. Thank you for hitting us from the Netherlands. Where you from? Are you in Denmark? You in Copenhagen? Where are you from? I'm gonna be honest. I shall travel every piece of this earth. There's not going to be anything changing from the time that I started Earhouse, from the time that you guys have seen me tour with Tech in the past. The only thing changes is that you're going to see me and my act, which if you haven't been to a Krizz Kaliko show, the last solo tour I did was in 2018, the Talk Up On It tour. And if you saw that, then you can vouch and you know that it was incredible. And I have a whole new show with a whole new cast on stage that is not a whole new cast. If you've seen some of my shows, you've seen my drummer, you've seen Marcus, but we're adding to that, and it's going to be crazy. So next thing is, really quickly, I'm going to fly through these things really fast so I don't hold you guys for a long time tonight. The T-Pain, the Nappy Boy podcast. I hope y'all saw Nappy Boy Radio podcast is what it's officially called. Punchline ENT or 3NT say you and Payne had me laughing, bro. Had me dying laughing, bro. Thank you, Punchline. Yeah. There's only one. So I thought it was only one person that I laughed that much with and crack jokes with, which is Tech Nine. I didn't think there was going to be anybody like that in my life until I met T-Pain. Payne and I do nothing but laugh like that anyway, so it wasn't like we turned it on for the podcast. We literally talk like this all the time anyway. It's all jokes. T-Pain is one of the greatest human beings, one of the biggest superpowers in music has ever had. I don't know if you guys have seen, I think it's called This Is Pop on Netflix as well, that he's on there talking about his experience that he had with Usher, and people saying that he ruined music when really he changed music forever. He changed music whether you like auto-tune or not. And I'm going to be honest, he's the master of that. I don't care who does auto-tune, no diss to anybody else that uses auto-tune. I even use it too sometimes, and that he's the master of that. Nobody can work that freaking auto-tunes plug-in like T-Pain. And he's an awesome writer, and he really can sing, and he just loves to laugh. Just a great person. So if you guys haven't caught the Nappy Boy Radio podcast with myself and T-Pain, please, the link is in my Instagram, guys, here on Instagram. The link is in the bio there. I've also posted it on Facebook too. I know we're not on Facebook yet, although I'll be on Facebook right after this at 8:30. And so that's that. T-Pain Nappy Boy Radio podcast. Now, for my special guest, I don't want them to have to be waiting forever. I got some special guests, man. This guy, these guys, I didn't know them before the pandemic, but you wouldn't know it. These dudes are really like my family. Most of the people that I do music with, there's not just this political move. It's a real thing. I met these two gentlemen. I did a song with the first guy. It's called Cornfield on Fire. It comes out on Wednesday. Guys, I want you guys to welcome to I almost said the podcast, to the stream, Demon Jones.
What's going on, man?
Oh, I can't hear you, Demon Jones. Why come I can't hear him?
You can't hear me?
Let me see if your mic's not muted.
Nope.
Why come I can't hear him, Crystal? His mic's not muted. Well, at least you get to look at him.
Nice.
Great looking guy. Just look at him.
My mic.
Now, you guys on Instagram, I'm going to grab my phone and put it actually back here while we're trying to work out whatever technical difficulties we're having. And I'm going to let you guys see Demon Jones about like this. And you can catch the corner of that beard. You're not going to be able to see everything, but you'll be able to see like about the corner of that beard. And I don't know why we can't hear you. I know he was having some technical difficulties. They had a storm where he's at there down south. And while he's doing that, I'm going to bring in the other gentleman whose idea for this whole song was, while we're seeing if we can get Demon in. This other gentleman, literally, this is he and his partner Ty's creation. If you guys listen to my song, Wait, Wait was produced by, you hear right at the beginning, you hear that tag, Byrne County. This right here is Durwood Black from Byrne County. Can we hear you, Durwood?
Yo,
What's up? Can you
We
guys
can't hear anybody.
I
Can
can
you hear
hear
me?
Durwood.
What the hell? The producer of my show is my wife, and
And
I
I'm
may
hopping
have
on
to
here.
find
Hey,
her on her
Crystal.
day off.
What's up, Crystal?
Can you hear
hey.
us? Can we
Can
hear
you hear
you?
us?
Actually, I can hear both Durwood and Demon. Baby, I don't
Hello.
know why you can't hear them.
Oh, boo.
Okay, so I need to see in the chat. Maybe can you guys hear them?
Yes.
Can
Yeah,
you guys
let's.
hear them? I'm going to be talking over them.
Oh,
If not, because I cannot hear them. I don't know what's happening, but we're all here. The gang's all here.
Your mom's crack pipe said she could hear us all.
She can hear them,
No, she said she could hear us all.
okay.
and
That's
I
good.
just can't hear them. I'm the one that sucks. That's
I
what
thought
this
you were
is.
cracking on your
That's what
husband
this is
for a
about.
second.
No.
Your mom's crack pipe. That's a good one.
Yeah,
So
I
I think
can't.
baby,
Well, maybe
I'll
you guys
help.
should just talk. I'm gonna just remove myself, and you guys talk for a minute, and I'll come back in a second. Can
But
we
we
do that?
still love you, Chris.
Yeah, we
He
do.
said he said he still loves you. So you guys, we are so excited to have Demon Jones and Durwood Black on here with us tonight. It's a special week, a big week going on for everybody. Demon has released Cornfield on Fire, you guys. It comes out on Wednesday. I think
Right.
that the video, when does it premiere, Demon?
The video premieres Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, so that would be 8 p.m. Kansas City time and 6 p.m. Durwood Black time. And the premiere's up on YouTube now. You can go to my channel, Demon Jones Official, and join in. Set a reminder. The song's going to be available everywhere that you can stream or listen or watch music and video.
Absolutely. Durwood, tell us a little bit about how this song actually came about.
So interesting enough, I'm assuming you guys can both hear me.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I guess that means everyone else can too. So I actually took a break from music a few years ago, and me and Demon were on the phone. I don't know what I was doing. We were talking. We kept in touch. We've kept in touch. We've known each other now probably 5 years.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, we worked on a song. We did a song together called Off Road, and we've done a lot of different stuff together, even behind the scenes. So I was actually talking to Ty, my partner at Byrne County, and we were just talking about concepts and ideas for songs. And I said, you know, what would be cool is if we did a song where we were asking people to sort of put their lighters up, and like we were on stage or something like that. And the concept would be like, it looks like a cornfield is on fire.
Yeah.
And so that was the initial concept for the song. And it was more of a more of a emotional type track in the initial idea. And then Ty sent me the beat for what ended up being now the beat for the song. And I was like, I could go a whole different way with it. Right.
Asher.
So, so I was like, I was just in the car on my way downtown, and I was like, cornfield on fire. And I just started saying it. And it right there, I wrote the whole verse and pre-hook and hook just in my head in about 5 minutes. And I was like, and usually, and Demon can tell you this, Chris can tell you this too, the best hooks are the easiest ones to write. They
because it just flows naturally.
They just naturally flow, right?
Yes.
And so
Yes.
I kind of made my bread and butter just writing hooks for people. And that's kind of how I got to this point. So I'm like, man, this will work with this beat. And so I sat on it, truth be told, for over a year and didn't do anything with it. I recorded just the hook and I sat on it because I wanted to make sure it was in the right hands when somebody took it. And, you know, Jones County, Georgia, there's some dude with a big beard out there. We were on the phone one day and he's like, man, I need something new. I need something fresh. I kind of want to switch it up. I'm like, well, I got this one, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him, and I think his immediate response was, that must have a video. And that was pretty much all he said back. So that was probably a year and a half ago.
Crazy.
And then he called me about, I don't know, 6-7 months ago and said, hey, I talked to this guy, Krizz Kaliko. I'm like, of course I know who that is. He said, he wants to do a song together. And he's like, I'm thinking it might be this one. And next thing I know, I had this verse from Krizz Kaliko sitting in my inbox. And I was like, wow, this was the right.
Way, right?
Yeah, that was the right.
Hey,
chewed it
so
up.
Demon, how did you feel once you knew that Krizz was down to get on this track with you? Like, had you ever collab with somebody like Krizz before? Like, tell us your feelings behind having Krizz Kaliko on that song.
Well, I toured with a band called Rehab for the better part of a decade, and Krizz and Tech hit a lot of the same places. So we were a lot of times a couple of days in front or behind him on the road, and I always kept up with him. I've known who he was and what he was doing for a long time. So when we have a mutual friend that put us together, and when I realized he was open to do a collab, we were talking about other things, and then it got to, well, why don't we do a song? And Cornfield on Fire, you can also, Durwood can attest to this. A lot of times when somebody sends me a concept or a hook or a track that I really, really dig, I know that I want to do it, but that doesn't mean that I'm in the space creatively to do it right then, and I'll sit on it until it's time to do it. And
Right.
so when I'm like, Krizz Kaliko, I gotta send, and I
Absolutely.
sent him a couple things, but that was the first one, and he did, I don't even think he listened to the rest of them. Maybe he did.
No,
He was
I
like,
can.
that's the one. I'm like,
Listen. I know that he's not on here right now, but I can tell you, he felt like that was the one. It immediately clicked with him as well with his writing, and we played it over and over. You guys, if you have not listened to what we have uploaded already, like he said, Demon, you'll tell him again how to get to your page on YouTube, but I'm telling you, it's a smasher. It sounds great. Now,
it's
you guys,
right.
Krizz and I, yeah, Krizz and I actually were offline for a while because we spent some time in Atlanta to actually shoot this video. So who wants to tell them about our experience with getting this video done?
Hey, can I do this, Durwood?
Do it. You got to do it, man.
I'm dealing with it right now. You see, I'm standing out in the government center parking lot because there's lights here, but there's a storm came through here and knocked out all the power a couple hours ago. And for the video shoot, I told my father, who is just, he can fix and build and do anything. So I was like, man, I really need like a 30-foot tall fire, and he's like, no problem. So he builds this Lincoln Logs pile of logs and trees or branches, whatever, and the forecast said 80% chance, a week out down to 50, and then even the day of the video, it went all the way down to a 0% chance. And then when everybody started showing up, the forecast went back to 100%.
100%.
And thunderstorm. I'm like, I have to shoot a video in a fire. I got 100 people showing up to dance in the field, and like, why is the universe doing this to me? Somehow,
it's him.
My dad
He
built
brings
a
the thunderstorm.
Yes.
and
It's
he
literally
going. And
Yes, absolutely. We rock with it though. I'm gonna let Krizz get here.
Yeah.
You know what I'll say? I'll say this too, though, about Demon. It's funny because he had such command of that whole set. It was like he had this megaphone, and man, whatever he said, people just like, and God bless those people who showed up, everybody who showed up for that video, because this rain was going so hard, it hurt.
Hard.
Right? And people just standing there like no big deal, just didn't move an inch around that fire for a good 15, 20 minutes, just getting pelted by that rain. And Demon just had full control of it, man. It was the most organized set I've ever been on. I can tell you that. It
was really dope. I'm gonna be honest though, the fire and the rain. I kept hearing that song. Fire to the rain. I kept hearing that in my head. It was like fire and rain, and the fire was so big that the rain wasn't really putting it out, man. It was a really dope experience.
Oh man.
Yeah, really, really, really dope experience, man. I can't wait till Wednesday when the song drops. Sorry I wasn't able to hear you guys. Crystal, I'm not gonna throw her under the bus, but I see that her configuration is different than mine. Mine is just set on like me down there, so everybody looks like. But we got it straightened out.
My fault, because I'm the one standing out here.
No. No, I expect Crystal's like the manager, the makeup artist, the director, the videographer, the photographer, the technical. She's production assistant. She does all the marketing. She's like, she literally does everything. So I cannot be mad at her when these technical problems happen. But You guys, man, I think that song is it sounds like a top 40 hit. I don't know if that, because I didn't hear what your explanation was while I was trying to fix the technical difficulties down there, Durwood. But I don't know if that's what you were going for when you first had the idea for the song or not, man. But that's what it turned out to be, bro.
Yeah, man. Anytime I write a hook, I'm thinking, widespread appeal, and it's not always that. Sometimes it's like, no, this is just the right hook for the right artist at the right time for their fan base, whatever. I've worked a ton, obviously, with the Moonshine Bandits, with, the Lax, with a lot of the guys you find in this, I guess, this genre. And sometimes, yeah, you write something specific to someone's situation, but when you can write something that's unique, that is very specific about setting a cornfield on fire, and it has widespread appeal because the groove, like Ty made the beat. So, and that beat, guys, is about 8 years old. I mean, people don't know that.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's been sitting there for a long time, and so many artists passed on it. They just like, and I heard it. I was like, I got to do this. So,
Damon, did you know that, Damon?
I didn't know it was that old, but it's not. But I had the beat for quite some time before I sent it to you, Krizz. And actually, the first time Durwood let me hear it, he wasn't giving it to me. Like he was letting me hear what they were working on. And he does that from time to time. He'll bounce stuff off of me that he's doing and like get an opinion. I was like, dude, like this one right here, I don't know that I could do it today, but I know that I could do it. And then when you linked up, Krizz, I was like, oh, this is perfect for Krizz Kaliko.
See, the thing about that though, is Demon thinks that I'm not really trying to get him to do the songs when I do that.
This is why are you telling him your secrets right now? You giving your secrets up.
Sometimes I'm like, I just want to see if he bites on this because I know he will.
I bite on a few of them, but they've given me beats before, Krizz, that I sat on for a year and a half or 2 years, and then ended up to be, successful songs. And really, man, I don't know. I don't have total control, I guess, of my creative flow. And I have a lot of stuff going on outside of music, and I'm sure everyone does. But my response to it is to just wait until I'm in that space, and then I start digging into the pile of tracks and ideas that I have compiled since the last time I went down the rabbit hole. And it's worked out so far. You know what I mean?
Everybody has their method, though. As creative, people, the three of us here, and everybody else I know, everybody has these methods. I know a lot of people want me. I've written on a lot of other records, like with some pretty big name artists. And like, I know the way that a lot of people work. Like when I go there, they're like, come here and work and sit here in a room full of people and write. And that's literally the hardest thing for me. I write alone. All of the stuff that I've written over these 20 years for myself or for Tech Nine, like I literally sit in my truck in front of a grocery store, man, and write these songs. And some of them are about me. Most of them are my life. 98% of it is my life, probably, but then, I can watch people walk in the store, or, I like to be, so if I'm in front of a grocery store, I'm actually in public and secluded at the same time if I'm sitting in my car. And I can imagine people's lives and I will write about it, you know what I mean? Or it may even be somebody that I know or something like that, man. But everybody has their process. It's interesting always to me to hear how different it is, from person to person.
Yeah, man. I mean, every time it's time for me to create, I mean, I feel like albums are not really, I'm not going to say not popular. It's just not, it's not the regular method of releasing music right now. And like, for me, I haven't released an album in like over a year and a half, which is pretty long for me. But every time I get in that mode to create an album, I'm always in my head like, man, last one was so good, man. I have to do at least that good or better. And that just pushes me back. Like it pushes me further back from that creative spot because I apply all this pressure to myself. How can I do better and not sound the same? And I guess it's reinventing yourself or just making sure you take it up a notch each time. And I have a really good memory. And so I take notes. I remember a bunch of stuff. So usually if I understand where the target of the song is, I can walk toward it with words. I usually can.
Yeah, man. Where do you like to write at, Durwood?
Man, I do a lot of my writing. Like I haven't sat down. I mean, it's been years since I actually, even my verses and stuff that I do on songs, I don't write anything down. I just do it in my head. I just write it in my head and then keep it in my head. So, and that's usually when I'm on the go, usually when I'm driving. I like to take long road trips. And so for me, and when I can get different scenery and like get outside of my box of where I live and the whole area that I'm in, and all that, man, I just get inspired by a lot of stuff. And so, yeah, I do it all just kind of in my head dry. I do a lot of it in the car, sometimes in the shower.
Me too.
You know?
Me too. I write in all of those same places, man. When I love to write in my truck, man. I always have a big pickup truck. I like to get me a big new pickup truck, like it looks like Demon Jones got there. And I sit in my pickup, man. And I sit in my pickup and I write songs. Speaking of Demon, LaDonna Williams said, Demon's accent. She loves it.
Hard eye.
Demon, he's not. I must be honest. I thought I was kind of country the way I talk. Probably, Durwood is in Seattle, so I probably sound a little country to him. But then I'm sure that I don't sound country at all once you hear Demon start talking.
I can't.
No, you don't.
No, it's awesome. I'm gonna be honest. Your accent immediately screams nice guy. Not to mention that he's an incredibly nice dude, but for some reason it screams that you're nice when you talk like that to me.
Yeah, he probably calls all like the elderly women darling and stuff in his town, you know.
Yeah, my wife actually gets on to me for that because I call everybody sweetie or
darling, hun.
And she's like, "Are you married with her?" I'm like, "I don't think so," you know.
Yeah, half of the ladies that were there, I hope I don't get you in trouble, were like, "Oh, I just love Demon." They were calling you by your government name. I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? They were they all sounded the same. So they all sounded the same as Demon. So I'm sure they weren't it wasn't the accent. It's something else he got going on.
I don't know, man. I've been here a long time, man, and I've really tried to bloom where I was planted. You know, I thought growing up that I would graduate high school and leave town and become successful. And I kind of did a lot of touring, and it didn't take much traveling before I realized that I might need to go stay in Jones County, you know, and I really have grown as an adult, grown to be very, very affectionate of my community. I try to do things for the school, for the kids and stuff like that, because I mean, I was born here for a reason. I feel like, and being that it's called Jones County, it's not named after my family or anything, but it's almost like the universe poetically telling me, don't you move to Nashville, don't you move to LA, you know, you stay your ass right there. Yep. So I have.
Sure.
D. Baker said, I want to see Chris with that beard. Yeah. Let me tell you something, D. Baker. If I could grow that damn beard, it would already be on here. This is it. That's all you get. You can get this right here.
I'm going to hold the phone like this so it looks bigger.
Yeah, see, man, he got a real beard. I grow this but this looks like I can pull this off and put it on my dresser at night. You know what I'm saying? So I don't grow. I would definitely be growing a beard. That's my little one there. That's Callan.
Hey,
Callan is our little musician and comedian. So he's a lot like his dad.
That's the genetics for it.
Yeah.
Start him young, man.
Well, you know what, guys? I'm going to get on Facebook and here in a second. I promised everybody I'd get on Facebook. So I appreciate you guys coming on here today. Wednesday, Cornfield on Fire, featuring the three of us. It is Demon Song. This is Demon Song. It's their masterpiece. They invited me to come and join in on this masterpiece with Durwood Black from Bern County. And I truly appreciate you guys coming and joining us on the podcast today. Demon, are you going live? When you going live?
I'm going live tomorrow night. I'm going to try to do the same thing, but we'll give it a test tomorrow afternoon to make sure I can drive it as well as you do. And then if it does, we'll do it again. I'll just go live on the different platforms, and if I can pull y'all in there, we'll do it that way. Whatever works. So tomorrow night around the same time, you can see us talking on all my pages.
If you guys are not following Demon Jones, make sure you follow Demon Jones on all his social media platforms. Also, Durwood Black, I think it's under Bern County Music on Instagram. I don't know what the rest of your social media platforms.
Yeah. Durwood.black.1 is my Facebook username, and then you can go to Bern County Music on Facebook as well. So
follow all of these guys. Check us out tomorrow and Wednesday. What time's that video popping up, dude?
9 p.m. Eastern. The YouTube premiere is already up on Demon Jones' official YouTube channel. You can go set a reminder. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Stuff like that matters more now than it ever has. So do that, and YouTube will spin it up, and more people in the world will be able to watch it.
Let's get it. Wednesday is that, and then Friday I come right back with another. We got the 1-2 punch this week. Friday I come back with Feeling Good, featuring Futuristic. That video was so fun to shoot. I shot a lot of it underwater. It was really crazy. So make sure you're checking out Cornfield on Fire and Feeling Good this week, guys. Thank you everybody for joining us so much.
Much love, Durwood.
Much love, guys. Much love.
Guys.
I love you back, brother.
All right, man.
Yep. Peace. Hey, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you guys coming in here with Durwood and with Durwood Black from Bern County. You're gonna hear more from me in Bern County and more from me. If you guys like this situation, you guys like what I did with Demon Jones, we may do a lot more. I just want to see what you guys are gonna think about this. But yeah, Cornfield on Fire on Wednesday. Friday, Feeling Good is dropping with myself and Futuristic. It's going to be amazing. I need to bring him in. I'll stream here again this week and bring Futuristic in, see if he'll come and talk to us, and we'll talk about that song. Thank you so much. Thank you to my lovely everything. I would never say assistant because she does everything. I know it says Crystal, but that's not me. It's not me. We have to cover. I can't cover that. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Whose house? That's right.